So, Doreen, could you tell us on how we could calm the mind and any other tools that you have that we could use?
Yes, there are two things that I'd like to offer. One of them right now, it's going on with Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's an eminent cellular biologist. A lot of the amazing Illumined beings, and they're doing a couple of weeks, and it's called the tapping process. And so,
Yes.
if you have a pattern or a process in your life that you would like to change, to transform, you use the tapping of the meridians of the body. And so that's offered for free for a couple of weeks. The other thing that happened this week, Steve Rother from lightworker.com, he did a live webinar, and I don't have the link up, but as soon as we're done tonight, I will go find the link. People could listen to the recording, and it's about putting on the new template of the new human. It's
Wow.
because we came here with a certain template, and now through our awakening and our love and our light that our body is holding, we're like bursting at the seams, so to speak. So what he did was he offered this process to help us release the smallness that we are, and to put on this whole new template that will allow us to move into the new human experience. So I will post that tonight.
Amazing. Yes, we've used tapping to manifest prosperity and shift ourselves. So tapping has had some amazing results. It's a fabulous tool. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how could each of us participate in bringing a new dawn and victoriously liberate ourselves?
Okay, as I said earlier, I think the first step really is to have an intention, talk to your mind and your body, and tell them, we have this opportunity to evolve to a new era, to become the bringers of a new dawn, this amazing destiny that's just waiting for us to choose. I mean, this is free will zone, so people are all being asked right now to choose. Will you choose unity consciousness? And I'd like to just reiterate that even today, after this show, if people could go into their heart and just close their eyes and connect with their soul, and say, I choose unity consciousness. I choose a greater destiny. I choose to live in the light, beyond the incoherence, because I believe we will even bypass the death process in our next evolutionary process. We will just say, I want to go to the seventh dimension today, and we'll be in the seventh dimension. Like, all of the pain, the suffering, all of that will all be gone. I mean, my goodness, haven't we asked God to take us out of bondage, out of this pain and suffering? Well, now's the opportunity. So the first thing is to choose whether that's the path that you want to pursue or not, and to focus on the positive. Oh, there may be some rough spots ahead, and so the bringers of the new dawn know that the future belongs to people who are willing to participate in the community of life. So the more that we align within ourselves, and to nourish and nurture and rejuvenate and regenerate and restore and replenish yourself first. Take a salt bath. It's like, make time for you. Whatever you love to do, it's like, ask yourself from now on, if someone asks you to do something, say, does this bring me joy? And if it brings you joy, do it. If it doesn't bring you joy, offer an alternative, because that's being in integrity.
Yes.
Vibrational integrity. This is what changed my life. This vibrational integrity to me it's like, if you can imagine a beam of light, your light pulsing out every second to the universe. And within that light are 5 different colors. So it's what you believe, what you think, what you say, what you do, what you feel. So they're constantly pulsing. So when I do this show with you, and it's wonderful, and then I get off and I go, oh my God, it's nothing like what I thought. She didn't ask me the right. See, what happens is my behavior, see, what I said and what I did are out of integrity. So those 2 lines cross out there, and whatever that turns out to be, it comes right back to us. So to be very mindful, to be your word. If you say you're going to do something, you can't do it, renegotiate, even with yourself. And it's
True.
like, be 100% in integrity. It's like, if I don't take anything without permission, not even a paperclip, because if it doesn't belong to me, I do not have the right to take it without permission. So it's like, be in your truth and be the best best that you can possibly be. And I'm telling you, I don't know how long or how short it will take. You will automatically start to magnetize, because I call it the cosmic order taker. So, if I ask for something and I change my mind, I go, cosmic order taker, I'm changing my order. It's like I play with the universe, and it's like, we're here to have fun. And I do have a really intense side, and I'm trying to transform that now into more playfulness, because I know if I am playful, I attract play. I attract playful people.
True, true.
So what are some of the other things? Okay, to respond to the negativity as tough times unfold, to know that it's all happening perfectly, and to start taking care of each other. So it's like, if somebody doesn't have and you have a little bit more, maybe you're willing to share, to see them as the part of us having that experience. Because what we withhold from others, we withhold from ourselves.
Yes.
Liberate conscious power through your heart. I mean, just know that you're love, and that when you have the mind, the intention to be love and to share your love, and there's some contradicting ways of doing this. Like, some people will say, oh, send love to Christchurch in New Zealand because of the earthquake, and someone else will say, but that's seeing something wrong. So instead of focusing on what's wrong, see it all as divine perfection, and to just flow love to your higher self, or to God, or to the universe, Allah, whatever name resonates with you, and to just send it where it can be used for the highest good. And every time you do that, it's like you're just raising your own vibration, your own signature energy, because the more you choose love with your mind, the more love presence is within you, and the more you require comes to you. And if people would just make some of these changes to be in gratitude, I mean, I am so grateful when, it's like the Gulf of Mexico. I really want to mention that, because those people, in my view, have been abandoned by the world, and they are going through such a rough time. And it's my belief that oil spill was an opportunity for our species to focus on, stop taking the blood, because the oil to the earth is like the blood to our body, to stop sucking the blood out of her, because we were not intended to do that in the first place. And there are safe alternative technologies. We've got wave power in the oceans, we've got wind power, we've got solar power, we've got geothermal power. And so one of the things that we could do as bringers of the new dawn is to find our voice, and to very gently and peacefully speak up for coherence, not against. Because if we go against, we're resisting, it's wrong, we're judging it, then we energize it, we feed it. So it's about unplugging from the negative, because it's like, if you didn't have electricity going through the wires, you wouldn't get light. So I see us as the conduits of God. So God's light, the love, the power is moving through our bodies to transform the incoherence into the coherence, if we allow it.
True.
And when we're negative, what happens is we block the power. It can't move through us, because we're dense, toxic, low vibration energy, which blocks that power from coming through. So for me, I say there are no victims. There are no enemies. There's only unawareness and feedback to be more love.
Beautiful. Yes. So true too.
And to be grateful for what's coming. I mean, maybe you don't see it yet, but if you could imagine that what's surfacing right now is because it has to. And so if we could not judge it and let it be and do what we can, I mean, every night, if people would flow love, and just let it go to the parts of the world that require it, I'm telling you, it's like the reason that all of this darkness, the light is shining on, is because of the work that we do, because we're willing to embrace the negative part of us. We all have a dark side. That's another thing. The bringers of the new dawn know that dark and light are one, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to feel guilty about. That is part of your humanity, our humanity. That is part of the journey in this earth of up and down, cold and hot, and fear and love. And it's time for ego to retire. It's time for ego to retire and transform into, I call it transforming the lead of ego, which is fear, into gold, the unconditional love of soul. That's what we're here to do. And I believe every soul on this planet is so special and so courageous